position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Sooners will kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So Florida's offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up. And you could tell, the QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He works his way inside. Down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Great job in coverage by the defense. He just had nowhere to go with the ball.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are.
Intercepted to stop the threat. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Throws to the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. The Gators will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gibson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Catch in the middle. It's Fowler. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sategna. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Sooners are rolling down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
He'll keep it himself. Steamrolls his way ahead. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss. All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trying to knock him.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hack.
Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Gators' ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. The screen, and watch out! And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
It'll be third and long. Motion from the wideout. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Release to the back. Makes the catch. It's Brown. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Line is set on third down. Looking for a man. It's Flagway. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll go with a direct snap. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. The Sooners are in the hurry-up. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way. But this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
Off play action. Got a man. It's Thomas. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lets it fly. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown Sooners!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air, it's Lagway. He wants to take the top off. Makes the catch on the left. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll give it to the back. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. He just kept going. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll start this drive going to the air. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line. Power football with the run. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Here's a heat. Going to try to get it himself. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down, new set of downs.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Gators are on the move. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to Brown. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Dances away. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Line gets set. First down. They'll go to the air. Throwing right. Zips it out to his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Brown. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Looking for a man. It's Lagway. There's the pressure. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell that he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Makes the grab. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator. It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner will be knocked down. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense.
He's got it along the sideline. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like C.D. Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Got it in the middle. It's Sategna. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Now, after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Well, obviously, a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And the boys of Old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Quarterback making adjustments. Gets the back moving. Dropping back. It's flag way. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Just got to finish the play. If you're the wide receiver, you got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Took care of it himself. He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Gators decide to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Robinson. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Moves away as he feels pressure. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a 1st down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's going to run it. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Looking left. He's got it. There he goes. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Florida! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that's a backbreaker for this defense, Jesse. They were doing everything they could, trying to let that clock run out, force a field goal. They execute under 10 seconds left, and they put it in the end zone.
Yeah, how about the situational offense there too, though, David? Understanding the time and the clock and managing it absolutely perfectly. And now the decision, do you go for 2 and try to tie this thing up before you head into the locker room?
So they chose to just go ahead and kick it, so they're still down by 1. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And with time running out here in the 1st half, this offense will choose to take a knee. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the 1st half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Gators will kick it off to start the 2nd half. returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll keep it on the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. He's got it on the outside. To the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into third and long situations,
Oh, he's got some space.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Here comes the offense on second down. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield. It's McIntyre. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The Sooners are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Snap from the gun on third down. Finds his man. It's Sategna. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the DB making a huge play. Nice. Downfield.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll leave it with him. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have... and goal.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They'll try to slam it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively.
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Gator! And that one will give him the lead.
A beautiful throw. Get it to your receiver quickly. Let him do the rest, making the quarterback look good. And if you watched Florida football back in the day, that is exactly why Jesse Palmer had a job. Throw it to elite wide receivers that make their quarterback look really good.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Auburn had an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. With the catch, it's McIntyre. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Gibson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Now the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. Brown has it. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Got his man on the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The give to the left. Brings him to the open. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Dropping back, it's Lagway. He's got him in the flat. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Slams it ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, at this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. Had to settle for the field goal. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Got it behind the line. It's Gibson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Gonna let it fly. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown Sooners. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in his quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on. As they say, touchdown, first down, or get down. He gets down.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
The give to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Scanning the field, it's Glagway. Floats it out in space. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
To the ground. He's got it again. He has the first and still on his feet. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Running back searching for a hole. Open space at the 25. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gators started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Give to Brown. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well, and they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To throw, it's Glagway. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They are up by 7 over Clemson. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here's the handoff. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Sooners will hustle to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He breaks a tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Ready to fire from the pistol. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. The running back has it. There he goes. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Brown has it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a 1st down. They go to the ground, and he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for a loss.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Trying to get it to the marker. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator! That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, just keep hope alive, pitch this pill around, use every second you got, make this game.
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
On the play. Brings up second down.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in, it's Robinson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Goes right through his hands, falls to the ground, and they have also dropped this game as the clock strikes 0. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like,